On May 23, 2016, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, New York District, in conjunction with the Navy Supervisor of Salvage, removed derelict barges from Flushing Bay in Queens, New York. Operations to remove the barges was a priority for the district due to the navigational hazard and environmental threat these barges posed.
We're out here tonight removing abandoned barges located in Flushing Bay. These two barges had broken up into pieces and created a navigation hazard, and the styrofoam within those barges is actually drifting onto the shorelines and creating an environmental hazard. We received reports that these barges were out here. They came through the police department, they came through the Coast Guard. A lot of our partners on the harbor, we get notifications that such as this, that there are hazards out there. We had our physical support branch assets out here surveying the vessels, trying to look for any kind of identification that we have. We didn't have that, so we pursued removal of these barges under our emergency authorities, Section 20, to get the barges out using our own project funds.
The removal of the derelict barges had some unique challenges pertaining to mobilization of particular equipment and Federal Aviation Administration regulations, as this operation took place adjacent to LaGuardia Airport.
So the barges that are being removed behind me have been sitting in the waterways for several years now. They're steel barges in a deteriorated condition. Within the steel framework of the barges is also this styrofoam. The contractor had to procure 700 feet of debris boom that you'll see in the surrounding the work area there. The debris boom is really there to contain the loose pieces of styrofoam. The removal operation itself involves using the crane barge behind me to pick apart pieces of the barges and lift out the steel. As the steel is being lifted, that's when we're seeing the styrofoam come out from within that, and there's a grapple hook here on board the vessel that we're on, picking up that styrofoam that's contained within the boom. Within the Flushing Bay and Creek Federal Navigation Project, we always have to get FAA permits to do work in the vicinity of LaGuardia Airport. That's because any of the cranes that we use for our operations are always going to be in the airspace of the runways at LaGuardia. So the operation you see happening here tonight, and the reason we're out here on the water at 1:30 in the morning, is because we have to work around the hours of the airport. So the contractor here on site is allowed to work from 12:30 a.m. to 5 a.m. in the morning to complete the operations.
The entire operation took approximately 4 days to complete, with a press conference held by Representative Crowley and other non-federal agencies advocating for Flushing Bay.
So on behalf of a grateful community, I want to thank Colonel Caldwell for working so closely with me and with our community and making this a priority.